It's kind of wild when you really think about it. Like, remember those AI image things from like a year ago?
Yeah.
They were, I don't know, kind of rough around the edges.
They were. There was something just a little bit off about them.
Yeah, something was off. But now,
Yeah.
you see what AI can pump out now.
Oh, yeah.
It's insane. You can literally type in a couple words and boom, you get this image that looks like, I don't know, some pro photographer took it, or it's this crazy, surreal thing like out of this world.
It really is. And it's amazing how fast it's changed, too, like just in the past year.
It is. And that honestly what's got me so excited about all this AI stuff we've been going through. If you're like me, you've been kind of watching all this AI stuff happen. Maybe you've even messed around with a couple of AI tools,
Yeah.
just to see what it's all about.
Yeah.
But the thing is, if you're still feeling like you're kind of stuck on the sidelines, like just trying to wrap your head around AI, like what is this thing?
Mm.
The message we keep seeing over and over again in all this stuff we've been looking at is you got to jump in.
Yeah.
You could be missing out on a huge opportunity right now. And yeah, that might sound kind of harsh, but it's the truth. Things are moving so fast.
I think it raises a really interesting question, though. Like, why are so many people, smart people, who are totally capable, why are they feeling stuck when it comes to actually using AI? Like actually doing something with it.
Yeah,
It's not like there isn't enough excitement around it or that there aren't enough tools out there.
right. Everyone's talking about AI. There's a new tool coming out every day.
Exactly. And from what we've been seeing, the problem isn't that there's not enough AI, it's that people aren't sure how to take that potential and actually build something with it,
Mhm.
something real and tangible.
Yeah, it's like having all the Legos in the world, but no instructions.
Exactly.
You've got all these bricks, but you don't know what to build.
And there's no picture on the box. You just got a big old bin of Legos.
Yeah, right. And you see everyone else building these amazing things, but you're just like, wait, how do I even start? Where do these pieces go?
Yeah.
And that seems to be the feeling that a lot of people have. They've got the tools, they've got the AI, but they're just not sure how to put it all together into something that actually works, something that makes a difference.
I think that's a really good point. And it highlights something important. Like, it's one thing to understand AI, like intellectually, but it's a whole other thing to actually take that understanding and build something with it. To go from like the theoretical and make something real.
Yeah,
It's a difference between knowing about a hammer and actually building a house. Yeah.
exactly. And that's where this idea of a hands-on approach really comes in, like really getting your hands dirty and building something. We've been looking at some stuff that actually promises to help people do just that, to go from like, I'm so confused by AI, to actually using it to build something real, maybe even a business, in just 3 days.
3 days.
3 days.
That's pretty bold.
It is. But it's
Yeah.
exciting too, right?
It is. It is. And the thing that really stands out is this emphasis on building something. It's not just another course where you sit there and listen to someone talk about AI for
Oh,
hours.
yeah.
This is about actually creating something, like really getting in there and making something happen. It's about taking action.
So, okay, let's break this down. What's the big opportunity here with AI, according to the stuff we've been reading?
Yeah.
It's not about, like, robots stealing our jobs or anything.
That's a common fear.
Yeah.
And it's understandable why people would think that. But actually, what we've been seeing in the stuff we've been reading is a much more, I guess you could say, empowering message. It's like AI won't replace you, but someone who knows how to use it might,
Ooh, yeah.
which is a totally different way of looking at it.
It is.
It's not about you versus the robots.
Right,
It's about, you and your skills and how you can use this new tool.
right. So it's less about needing to be some kind of AI expert
Yeah.
and more about, like, being good at using AI as a tool to actually make something, to build something real.
Yeah, exactly. It's about shifting your mindset from, oh my gosh, AI is so complicated, to, okay, how can I use AI to actually make something happen?
And they talk a lot about how AI can automate stuff in your business, right? Like
Yeah.
marketing, sales, even those annoying follow-up emails,
Oh, yeah, that's a big one.
right? I mean, think about how much time and energy that could free up for people.
Oh, it's huge. Yeah, especially for people who are, wearing a lot of hats in their business.
Exactly.
Being able to offload some of those tasks to AI, it's a game changer.
Totally. And they also talk about how AI can help you create content. Like
Hmm.
anyone who's ever stared at a blank screen, trying to write a blog post or an ebook or even just an email,
Oh, yeah.
and they're just stuck. It can be so frustrating.
Totally.
But AI can, like, generate that stuff in minutes.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Think about how much time that could save you. It's crazy.
And it makes it so much easier to get started.
It does. And they're really big on having a clear step-by-step process too. Like no guesswork, just follow the steps and you're good to go.
Yeah, that's really important, especially when you're dealing with something as, I don't know, potentially overwhelming as AI.
It can be a lot.
It can be a lot. So having that kind of structure, that guidance, it makes a huge difference.
All right, so we've talked about like the big picture stuff.
Yeah.
But where can you actually use AI to build something? What are some of the specific things they talk about?
They actually cover a ton of different areas, which I think really shows how versatile AI is. It's not just for one specific thing. You can use it for all sorts of stuff. Like they talk about using it for writing, like really good copy for your marketing stuff, blog posts, ebooks, emails, all that jazz.
Uh-huh.
They also talk about creating templates and resource kits, like planners, spreadsheets, guides, all that kind of stuff, which can be super helpful for, organizing your business and providing value to your customers.
And what about video?
Oh, yeah, video too. They talk about using AI for creating video content, even if you don't want to be on camera.
Oh, interesting.
Like you can create these faceless videos, which is really cool.
Faceless videos, what's that?
Basically, videos where you don't actually have to be on camera.
Oh, I get it.
So if you're not comfortable being on camera, or if you just want to try something different, you can use AI to create these really engaging videos.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And they talk about audio tools too. Like imagine being able to create your own like professional sounding voiceovers.
Right.
Or even like launching your own podcast and having AI help you with all the editing and stuff.
That'll be amazing.
It would. It's like having your own personal audio engineer.
Right.
And they talk about using AI for like the really nitty-gritty stuff too, like sales funnels.
Okay.
How to write those emails that actually get people to buy your stuff.
Those are important.
They
For
are.
anyone who's not super familiar with that kind of stuff, what's a sales funnel?
It's basically the process of guiding someone from like first learning about your product to actually buying it.
Okay, yeah.
So it's all about like getting people's email addresses and then sending them a series of emails that eventually lead them to make a purchase.
Okay, so AI can help you write those emails.
Yeah, it can help you write them. It can help you figure out who to send them to. It can even help you automate the whole process.
Wow. And what about those like interactive things like quizzes and calculators and stuff?
Oh, yeah, they talk about that too.
I love those things.
They're really cool, and they're a great way to engage your audience and like actually get them to interact with your brand.
Totally. And they give you valuable information about your customers too.
Exactly. Like what they're interested in, what their problems are, all that kind of stuff, which can be super helpful for figuring out how to better serve them.
Okay, this is getting really interesting. And they even talk about using AI for creating web apps and software.
Yeah. Like AI that can actually write code.
Right. That sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie.
It does, and it's getting really good too.
So does that mean like programmers are going to be out of a job?
Well, not quite. But it does mean that things are changing. AI can definitely help programmers be more efficient, like take care of some of the more tedious tasks.
Oh, I see.
So it's not necessarily replacing programmers, but it's definitely changing the way they work.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
And what about physical products?
They mention that too.
Really?
Yeah, like using AI to create 3D models and product mock-ups.
Whoa.
And even stuff for those, what are they called?
Augmented reality.
Yeah, AR and VR experiences.
Crazy.
It's pretty wild.
So you're saying if I have an idea for like a new gadget or something, AI could actually help me create images and stuff like before I even build a prototype.
Exactly.
That's amazing.
It is. It's like the possibilities are really endless.
They are. But here's the thing. They also make this really important point that just having all these amazing AI tools isn't enough.
Right. You need more than just the tools.
They talk about this missing strategy.
Yeah, the tools are great, but they're just like the first step.
So what do you mean? Like, what's the strategy part?
It's about having a plan, like knowing what you want to achieve with AI and then figuring out how to use the tools to get there.
I get it.
It's like you wouldn't just like buy a bunch of ingredients and then expect a cake to magically appear.
Right.
You need a recipe. You need a plan. You need to know how to put those ingredients together.
Yeah, that makes sense. And they're pretty serious about this whole, like, don't wait message, too.
Oh, yeah. They're definitely not messing around.
Like, they say that falling behind isn't just, like, a little inconvenient anymore.
It can be costly.
It's expensive.
Yeah. Because things are changing so fast, if you wait too long, you might miss the boat.
And they talk about how the market could get, like, totally saturated if you wait too long.
Exactly. Like if everyone else is already using AI to, create amazing products and reach tons of customers, and you're just starting to figure it out, well, it's going to be that much harder to catch up.
Right, you'll be playing catch up the whole time.
Exactly.
Okay, so they've laid out the problem
Mm.
and the opportunity. What's the solution they're offering? This 3-day AI Launchpad event. What's that all about?
Well, from what we've seen, it's basically like a crash course in how to use AI to build a business all in 3 days.
Whoa, 3 days, that's intense.
It is, but they pack a lot into those 3 days. And the really cool thing is that it's not just about theory.
Right.
It's about actually building something. Like by the end of the 3 days, they say you'll have a real product that you can actually sell.
Wow. And they give you like tools and templates and stuff to help you do it?
Yeah, they give you all sorts of ready-to-use stuff.
That's pretty awesome.
It is, like templates for marketing emails, checklists for setting up your systems, even some actual AI tools that you can start using right away.
That's really cool. And what about if you like miss a session or something?
They record everything, and you get access to the recordings for 30 days after the event.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, so you can go back and rewatch anything you missed or just review the stuff you want to go over again.
Makes sense.
They also give you handouts and checklists every day.
Okay.
So you have this like step-by-step guide to follow along with.
That's really helpful. So like they walk you through the whole process of actually creating a product in 3 days.
Yeah, that's the goal.
That's ambitious.
It is, but they make it seem pretty doable.
And they say it's beginner friendly.
Yes. So you don't have to be some kind of tech whiz to understand it.
Cool.
And the things they teach you are scalable too.
What does that mean?
It means that, like, if your business starts to grow, you can easily adapt the things you learned to handle that growth.
Oh, I get it.
So it's not just for, like, small projects.
Okay, so let's talk about what happens each day.
Yeah, let's break it down.
Day 1 seems to be all about coming up with ideas and like getting started with content creation.
Yeah, it's like the foundation building day.
What do they actually call the sessions?
Well, the first one is called Lazy Legacy Lies.
Lazy Legacy Lies. That's a catchy title.
It is, and it sounds like it's all about debunking some of the, like, old school myths about building a business.
Okay.
You know, like those things that people used to believe that just aren't true anymore, especially with AI.
Yeah.
Then there's your velvet rope.
Ooh, I like that one.
That one sounds like it's about creating a really irresistible offer for your ideal customer.
Makes sense.
And then the last session on day 1 is called a prompt death.
A prompt dev. That's a little dramatic.
It is, but it sounds like it's about how to use AI prompts to create content really quickly and easily.
Okay, that makes sense.
And they focus on using free tools, which is really cool.
Free's always good. So that's day 1. What about day 2?
Day 2 is all about building your system, like actually putting the pieces in place to automate your business.
Nice.
They start with a session called It's All Systems Go, which is all about using checklists and automation to streamline everything.
I love checklists.
Me too.
Yeah,
They make
it's-
everything so much easier.
They do.
Then there's Drag, Drop, Done,
Okay.
which is about building your website using AI-generated content.
So you don't have to like know how to code or anything.
Exactly. It's all about making it super simple and easy to create a professional-looking website.
That's awesome.
And then the last session on day 2 is called Why Elmo Sucks.
Why Elmo sucks? What does that even mean?
I know, right? It's definitely an attention-grabbing title.
It is.
But it sounds like it's about, going beyond the really basic stuff
Okay.
and really learning how to scale your business quickly.
So like growing your business fast.
Yeah, exactly.
Interesting.
They probably use Elmo as an example of like a slow or outdated approach.
I guess that makes sense.
I'm sure they'll explain it all in the session.
So day 2 is all about building your systems, and then day 3 is all about what?
Day 3 is all about getting customers.
Yes, that's the important part.
It is.
No customers, no business.
Exactly. So they start with caffeinated traffic.
Caffeinated traffic. What's that all about?
It's all about getting free traffic to your website.
Oh, free traffic. That's what everyone wants.
It is. And they talk about how to use AI to do it.
Okay.
Then they have paid traffic with AI.
So that's how to use AI to like run ads and stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then the last session is how to 200xer it.
Whoa.
That one sounds pretty intense.
200x your results. That's a big promise.
It is.
But I guess that's the goal, right?
It is.
To grow your business as much as possible.
Exactly. And they say they have a formula for doing it.
Okay, well, I'm definitely intrigued.
I am too. They also have some testimonials from people who have done their other training programs.
Testimonials are always good.
They are. It's always helpful to hear from real people who have actually gotten results from the stuff you're considering.
It's good social proof.
Exactly.
And then there are the bonuses. Like, you get access to the recordings for 30 days, and they give you that AI business planner tool on day one, plus those dairy checklists.
Yeah, the bonuses are really cool.
Those checklists sound super helpful.
They do.
It's like having a little roadmap for each day.
Exactly. And they offer a money-back guarantee, too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so there's really no risk involved.
That definitely makes me feel better about checking it out.
Me too.
Okay, so if we had to sum it all up, what's the big takeaway here?
I think the big takeaway is that AI isn't just some futuristic thing anymore.
Right.
It's here, it's now, and it can be used to build real businesses.
Yeah.
The opportunity is huge, but you got to take action. You got to be proactive and actually use these tools to build something.
And you can't wait, right?
Nope, no waiting.
Things are moving too fast.
The AI train has left the station.
That's a good way to put it. It really makes you think, doesn't it?
It does.
Like, what could you create if you had the right guidance, the right tools, a clear step-by-step process?
That's the question.
What kind of business could you build? What kind of product could you launch? It's pretty exciting to think about.
It is, and it's a reminder that we're living in a really interesting time. AI is changing everything, and it's up to us to decide how we're going to use it.
I love that.
We can either be passive observers, or we can jump in and be a part of this incredible wave of innovation.
That's a great way to end this deep dive. Thanks so much for breaking all this down with me.
My pleasure.
And to everyone listening, don't forget to check out our other deep dives. We've got a whole library of episodes covering all sorts of fascinating topics. Thanks for listening.